Hey friends, happy Friday. Thanks for joining us for Inscription on 13 Plus. I'm Anna Orsini.
And I'm Carson Courier. Thank you for joining us on your Friday morning, waking up to some puddles.
I know, it's for people who work the hours that we do. It's always a surprise because you go to bed before any of the fun happens. You wake up and you're like,
what happened?
Why is the ground wet?
Exactly. I was thinking, I'm like, did somebody
get a hose out?
Yeah,
Were they hosing down the parking lot
sidewalk?
overnight? No.
Yeah,
but then
no.
once you start driving and you see the puddles in the street, you're like, this makes sense. It's all coming together.
Also, it was on the back of my car, and I'm like, rain.
Ah, rain, yeah.
It's been a while.
Oh, Corey Kowitz. we'll get to him in just a second. We are tracking some things, though, especially something that a lot of people have been curious about here at home. So the sheriff's race recount, a judge is expected to release the results today. Now, retabulation of more than 500,000 ballots started late last month and finished actually a week earlier than they expected it to. Superior Court Judge Kyle Bryson has scheduled a hearing at 10 o'clock this morning to certify those results.
So the original count ended with incumbent Democrat Chris Nanos and Republican challenger Heather Lappin tied at 50%. Nanos' lead of less than 500 votes was well within the state's 0.5% margin for a mandatory recount. A national study of election recounts finds less than 1 in 10 recounts reversed the results.
So, of course, we'll keep you updated on those results here, both on air and online. But something else we're following today, the search for that suspected shooter in the murder of United Healthcare CEO. Surveillance video shows the face of a man that police say is wanted for questioning. And they say this is from a hostel where he pulled down his mask and smiled at a female employee there. Experts say that law enforcement can use this evidence to piece together a timeline that could eventually lead to this individual's arrest.
So, for instance, police now believe the suspect took a Greyhound bus to New York that originated in Atlanta. Authorities say they think he dropped a burner phone and a water bottle, an official says had a smudged fingerprint on it. They're also hopeful that they will be able to identify the suspect soon by testing a Starbucks cup used by the shooter for DNA. In a new statement, United Health Group says staff are touched by the outpouring of kindness since that shooting. The company asks that people respect the privacy of Thompson's family.
So again, just something that we'll keep you updated on throughout the day today, both on air and online. And heading into tomorrow, it's hard to believe, but it's actually been 82 years since the bombing of Pearl Harbor. On December 7th, 1941, the surprise Japanese attack on the U.S. naval base in Hawaii killed more than 2,400 military members and civilians. Now, in memorial tomorrow, the University of Arizona ROTC, the Navy ROTC there, will be hosting a Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day ceremony, followed by the Remember the Arizona 5K run and walk and a flag football game between the Navy and Army ROTC units.
So the ceremony starts tomorrow morning at 9 at the USS Arizona Memorial on the U of A Mall. It includes an honor guard, national anthem, speeches from key figures, and then concludes with taps and a bell ringing to honor those lost on the USS Arizona. The 5K run walk will be after the ceremony, as well as the football game, which will happen on Bear Down Field.
And switching now, looking at your weather, taking a look out at Mount Bigelow, very different situation than I think we're used to seeing. It's been all clear skies up there, no major issues, but not a lot of visibility up there this morning, Corey.
No, a little cloud cover going on there. Maybe rain, maybe mixing with snow.
Okay.
Do we need another look? Do you want to look at that? Can you tell? Just from the image?
I don't see any rain, and a lot of times you see it on the lenses or snow. It looks just like it's in the clouds. I don't know if that guy is producing any rain. But yeah, I mean, definitely a little different look than what we've been used to seeing. It's been really dry, and now we take a look at that radar here. You can see we are seeing some scattered showers sticking around. We got a sail out to the east of Tucson, dumping some rain, looks like near 3 points. And out at Safford, they're getting a little rain as well. We'll zoom in at some areas of interest here. Near the Tucson Metro, we are seeing a little bit of that green, maybe reaching the surface. So likely not a lot of it is. We're seeing a little bit of a drizzle. Possibly. In Safford, we're seeing some rain showers off the north and east in Green Valley, but nothing too impactful. Track it out now using our First Alert Future radar here. Some scattered showers out to the north and east. Primarily, we go forward in time a little bit. You can see by late afternoon, early evening, some showers and maybe some thunderstorms. Possibly popping up south of Tucson down I-19 in Santa Cruz near Nogales, and then kind of clearing out from there off through the overnight hours. So here are the odds you'll see rain. If you haven't already seen rain, pretty low again, 10% chance in Tucson. Best shots off to the south, and up to a 30% chance in Nogales, and off to the north and east as well, up to 30% chances in Wilcox and Safford for some scattered showers. And it looks like Safford's already they're fine with the 30% chances. Looks like they're getting some rain right now. 40% chance in the mountain town of Hannaday Meadow. They're seeing some rain and snow. Lower chances tomorrow. We definitely see that. Only a 5% chance in Tucson. With the best shot of seeing that rain tomorrow, will be off to the east. 20% chances for Wilcox, Bisbee, and Sierra Vista, and 30% chance in Douglas. Let's switch gears once again. The graphic wants to go.
Is your clicker being bad?
Yeah, it's just we're far away from the receiver. So I got to stick my arm out. You guys can't see that. So I got to lean a little bit more. Breezy today as well. So we're seeing some breezy conditions. Some spots, especially off north, seeing 20, 30 mile per hour gusts, which should subside by the middle of the day and kind of stay at a similar level of 15, 20, 25 mile per hour gusts here through the afternoon, through the evening, and through those overnight hours as well. Friday during the day today and through the night as well. So something definitely to take into account, especially if you want to keep your hair nice and neat. There we go. Okay, a little slow again. Current conditions right now, we're seeing it's not too chilly this morning. Clouds and a little bit of rain helping keep those temps in check. Right now, 61 in Tucson, so you might not really even need a second layer as you head out the door. 53 in Green Valley, 51 Nogales, some spots still in the 40s in Sierra Vista. And in Bisbee, and now we take a look, if it wants to, take a look at high temperatures today. A little cooler in Tucson, 71. You can definitely see that split down the middle in Tucson where it's a lot warmer out west, up to 76 in Ajo, and a lot cooler out east. I mean, you might not even break 60 degrees in a place like Wilcox and in Bisbee. So today in Tucson, going hour by hour, temperatures in the 60s rising up to the low 70s. 10% chances for scattered showers through this afternoon and evening. Evenings in the 60s and the 50s. And here's that weekend forecast. A little warmer. What we've seen today. Sunday's going to be a little bit warmer of the 2 days this weekend, especially out east with Tucson in the low 70s. And a lot of spots in the 60s this weekend, like Nogales, Sierra Vista, Douglas, Benson, Wilcox, and Safford. So nice looking weekend overall here. Again, if it wants to click. There we go. Now we can finally say our 13 first alert 7-day forecast is here. Very exciting. Your 70s and 80s as your highs. And look at that. Or not 80s. 70s through Monday, low to mid 70s. And look at Tuesday. I mean, only topping out in the mid 60s. Your lows are in the 30s. So pretty winter-like by the beginning of the work week to next week. And a little breezy today, a little breezy Tuesday, Wednesday. Temperatures do rebound by middle, later portion of next week. But I feel like kind of our first real winter-like days by the time we get to Tuesday with lows in the 30s. I mean, 36 Wednesday morning. That's
going to be cold.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Corey, look at Mount Bigelow.
Let me see.
Very different than what we were
The
seeing.
clouds are moving out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I
There
love
you
that
go.
view. You can really see
Just
not
how
only the
fast
city-
everything's moving, yeah.
Yeah, and when you're close to the clouds, you can see how fast they race. Look at that.
That's
Nice
really
shot.
cool.
Crazy.
Because we saw nothing aside
Yeah.
from the tree there, like 5 minutes ago.
Weather is just
Weather, super cool.
Weather's fascinating.
super weather-like conditions out there. Just the weather.
And look at that.
Oh, and there we go.
And there we go. Bye, Mount Bigelow.
Can we just do this the whole time?
Just all day,
We
just a
commentate.
live
Oh,
stream.
yeah. It's like we're commentating
Just
sports. It's just
watching the clouds go by.
And now it's cloudy.
Wow,
All right,
very
probably
cool.
the viewers want something different.
Yeah, thank you, Corey.
Corey.
Well, happening now, many of you probably getting ready to get those holiday cards shipped out, get those gifts sent to some family members or friends that live in other parts of the country, and it's stressful.
It really is stressful. Oof, I am in the thick of it for sure.
Are you?
I bought so many presents yesterday, and then I looked at my credit card bill, and I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's the time of year.
yeah,
You got to do it.
yeah.
Yeah. And then sending them too. It's a whole other ordeal. So while mail deliveries around the holiday season, of course, can be stressful, the United States Postal Service is gearing up to make this whole process as seamless as possible during one of the busiest times of the year. 13 News reporter Tallulah Pajayi spoke to USPS about what kind of demand they're expecting this holiday season.
Thanksgiving was only 1 week ago, and since then, USPS has already collected more than 2 billion packages and pieces of mail like this one. So with that holiday rush, you're going to want to make sure that you know the basics of how to pack a box like this to get them to your loved ones on time. First, you're going to want to choose the right size box. And if you're packing small or fragile items, make sure you wrap them before packing them up. Then put a card inside the package with the sender and receiver's information and seal the box with packing tape. If you're wondering when to start sending those holiday packages, USPS says the sooner the better.
Important dates to remember if anyone's using Ground Advantage or First Class Mail. Wednesday, December 18th is when you'll want to ship by to get it to your loved ones. If you're using priority mail, it'll be Thursday, December 19th. And then if you're using Priority Mail Express, the last day is December 21st, which is a Saturday.
USPS is also going to be open every Monday through Saturday until Christmas to make sure these deliveries get there on time. And if you're worried about porch pirates taking these packages before you get home, you can request safe pickup from a local post office, and we're going to have all that information on our website at KOLD.com. Reporting on the South Side, I'm Tallulah Payajayi, 13 News.
And since we like ending the week on a good side, let's go ahead and do that today. So this story is about a missing cat's incredible journey, but it brought strangers together in the most unexpected way.
This story is so cool. So a cross-country trip, a repair shop, and a loving family all played a part in reuniting a little girl with her best friend. Wafa Izzat has this heartwarming story of a hitchhiking cat.
Able to give the cat back to the little girl. Yeah. I think that's my favorite part.
Me too. Just puts tears in my eyes. It's just so cute. I love it. So cute.
It all started with a meow. A couple traveling across the country stopped for the night in Bettendorf, only to discover a cat trapped inside the vehicle's frame.
They knew something was going on. They couldn't find the cat. So that's what brought them here. They just Google searched us and found us.
He was in the back passenger corner of the car, kind of on the fuel tank, and he did not want to come down. It took a couple of us to get him out of there. It was so friendly, I just didn't want to send it to the Humane Society because once I got it out of there, it kind of like cuddled up with me and wouldn't leave me alone. So rather than send it to the Humane Society, I decided I was going to take it out to my farm.
But months later, a visit to the vet revealed a microchip that led to a family in Montana.
So they live in Montana. Their father lives in Nebraska. That's where the cat got lost.
The cat belongs to the family's little girl who's living with cerebral palsy and had been missing her best friend for over a year and a half.
It's kind of special for me because of the bond my granddaughter has with the cat. And to come across it after that long, I was just beside myself. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't get in the car fast.
The girl's grandfather traveled to Bettendorf to pick up the cat from the auto shop and says he can't wait to see her reaction.
We haven't told her. I wanted her to see the cat. I didn't want to tell her because I didn't know how soon I could get there or anything. And so I'm just going to show up there in a few hours and, tell her we got a gift for her or something.
In Bettendorf, Wafa Izzat, TV6 News.
And don't forget, you can always watch us here for Unscripted on 13 Plus at 9:30 on weekdays on our 13 Plus mobile news app, as well as Android TV, YouTube TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
And to watch unscripted or live late-breaking events, make sure to select Channel 2 on our website, KOLD.com/livestream. You can see the link there at the bottom of your screen.
And we'll switch it out now to Mount Bigelow, where we've just seen those clouds moving in and out this morning. Very different than it looked just 5 minutes ago, where we were seeing more visibility. So hopefully that means some rain maybe later today for some of us. That'd be nice.
That would be super nice. We got a little taste last night on the northwest side. Would love to see some more.
Yeah, now we want more. So we'll see if we get it. Thanks for joining us today for Unscripted on 13 Plus. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday.
Thanks for watching.